Hunt Scholarship. I'm going to introduce Babs Tierno and Crystal Miller that will talk more about scholarship. So thank you.
All right, hi everyone. I'm Babs, and I serve on the board of directors for Autism Tennessee. One of my favorite things about serving on the board is that I am on the scholarship committee. I chair the scholarship committee. And because of that, I get to read every scholarship application that is submitted, and I get to read all of the challenges and successes that these young adults have had on their journey and as they enter post-secondary education. Before we announce this year's scholarship winner, I want to take a few minutes to tell you about Christopher and how the scholarship started. So I met Christopher in 2016. It was a 95 to 100 degree day. And he and I were taking turns in the Dunkin' booth to raise money for Autism Tennessee. I was dressed appropriately for 100 degree weather. He was dressed head to toe in a superhero costume. Just miserably hot. And so I asked him about it, and he proceeded to tell me that his journey with autism had led him into dark places where he struggled with bullying. And so he used to spend his time writing stories about Captain Spectrum, who was this character who would fight bullying on behalf of kids with autism. And it was incredible to spend the whole day with him, taking turns in the Dunkin' booth, just hearing from him about his journey directly from himself. So fast forward a few years, and in 2021, we suddenly and tragically lost Christopher. And we won't go into the details of that, but it was a really dark time. And as he was on life support and I was texting with Crystal, we started talking about when we lose Christopher, we lose everything he worked so hard to build with his Captain Spectrum anti-bullying campaign. And so we started thinking about what we were going to do to continue his legacy after he passed. And it took a little bit of brainstorming, but we came up with a few ideas, and one of them was this scholarship. So every year, we receive a ton of applications of teens on the spectrum and some adults who are headed into post-secondary education and are really spreading awareness about autism and kindness. So before I announce the winners of this year's scholarship, I want Crystal to tell us a little bit more about Christopher and his journey.
Move it down, I'm short. Thank you, Babs. And thank you to Autism Tennessee for everything that you've done over the years. Before I get started about Chris, well, this is about Chris too. When I found Autism Tennessee, it was actually, like Babs said, years ago, around 2013, when Chris was being bullied. And I reached out to Autism Tennessee for help. And that was 10 years ago. And through the help of Autism Tennessee, I got an attorney, Cheryl Sheffins, who came to an IEP meeting with me for Christopher. And I walked out of that IEP meeting with everything I wanted plus some. And it's all because Autism Tennessee helped me. I never in my wildest dreams thought I would be standing here today as an employee working with Autism Tennessee to continue their mission. But as Babs said, when she first met Christopher was at an autism festival, and he dumped her twice and dumped good. And he didn't just throw a ball. She was in the dunk booth, he just walked up and hit it. And he did that twice, but she didn't mind because it was 90 degrees outside, and maybe 100. But our family cannot thank you enough for being part of Christopher's footsteps. I want to share just a little bit about Chris, for those of you who don't know him. Chris was born on February 3rd, 2002. He was born on Super Bowl Sunday, 51 minutes before the game started, the Super Bowl game. We named him Christopher Ryan Paul Miller. I wanted Christopher to have a strong name. Christopher means bearing Christ, and Ryan means the King, so his name literally means bearing Christ the King. I felt I couldn't give him a stronger name than that. Chris loved to fish, hunt, camp, the outdoors, and anything involved in it. He was a Boy Scout, and he won second place at his first pro fishing tournament about 6 months before his passing, when he was 18 years old, right up here on Percy Priest Lake. He believed helping everyone and everything living. His kindness had no limits. So I choose to focus on my beautiful Christopher and the beautiful light he was to everyone he was around. Christopher could light up any room he walked in. He can make any situation better. He was a character, funny, loved to play jokes. Christopher did anything to make people he didn't even know happy. When Autism Tennessee reached out to me and asked me about partnering with them with the Chris Miller Captain Spectrum Be Kind Scholarship, I was honored and humbled that they thought of Christopher like that. So we focused all the pain and darkness and channeled it into honoring the beautiful life that he gave the world the short time he was with us. I would like everyone to spread kindness for Chris. Chris, aka Captain Spectrum, was a kind soul who left this world too soon. In his honor, let's spread a little sunshine with random acts of kindness wherever we go. Be the reason someone smiles today. Through the heartbreaking and devastating season of life this brought to our family over the last 3 years, we have tried to honor Chris and remember the way he would go out of his way to help people and work to make the world a better place, especially for those with autism and those who are different. So let's continue to spread kindness for Chris and hopefully make a difference in someone's day. Christopher believed, and I also think it is important as human beings to be kind to everyone. Remember, even those who seem the happiest can be fighting a fight we cannot see. We never know what our classmates, coworkers, friends are experiencing and feeling in their lives each day, so always be kind. So thank you for continuing to honor Christopher's legacy and doing random acts of kindness and making the world a better place. You can continue to follow Christopher's story on his Captain Spectrum Facebook page. We will continue his work. I would like to know how those who receive the scholarship are doing in their schooling and how the scholarship helps them along their journey. Watching all of them succeed is kind of like watching my Christopher succeed. I will be here cheering them on from the sidelines even if they don't see me. I received a Facebook message from a recipient's parent. His name was Charles Davis. His son was Kyle Davis. And he wrote me on the Captain Spectrum Messenger. He said, "My son Kyle Davis was one of the scholarship recipients. I just want to let you know that he made the dean's list the first semester, all A's except 1B in calculus. Just wanted you to know that the scholarship didn't go to waste. God bless. Charles Davis." And then we got a card was emailed to Autism Tennessee to the Miller family of Chris Miller. I am so grateful that you chose me as a finalist to receive the Captain Spectrum Be Kind Scholarship in memory of your loved one. I'm very sorry for your loss. I can tell you that Chris was a great person and that his kindness made a difference in the world. I am glad that there are people out there who stand up to bullying and for those who have autism or other similar disabilities. This scholarship has made a difference for me, allowing me to buy textbooks for my classes at Tennessee Tech University, where I am majoring in computer science. College has been off to a good start. Once again, I am very grateful to have been selected to receive these funds. This is straight from my heart. Sincerely, Kyle Davis. It is in Christopher's memory that the sunshine and light he gave to others continues to shine in this scary and dark world. I live every day with smiles and happiness, knowing I was blessed to be his mother. If it takes a village to raise a child, then it takes a combined effort of the entire community to create accepting and inclusive environments for people with autism. There are 3 Captain Spectrum books on auction here tonight. It wasn't until this year that I started going through Christopher's things. And I found some treasures. I found several of his books. He and his brother signed at Wizard World Comic Con. We are willing to part with 3 of them to help fund the Chris Miller Captain Spectrum Scholarship. These are the last ones our family will part with that has his autograph. I hope you will help continue to make a difference in the lives of Tennesseans with autism by donating to the scholarship. Over here, you can scan the QR code on the Captain Spectrum poster board over here to my right. And with that, I want to read one thing out of the back of Christopher's book that he wrote. Autism is a part of who I am. It made me a target for bullies, just like many other kids who have disabilities or differences make them a target. It shouldn't be that way. We should all accept each other because having many different kinds of friends makes life colorful. Autism is invisible to most people, but it isn't all that I am or others like me are. We make great friends and have great imaginations. My family understands me and supports me in my ideas. Sometimes I need a little help with things in life that I don't understand or confuse me, like social situations. Along this journey, I have changed. I gained strength, wisdom, and some understanding. It has helped me in controlling my anger and using my new understanding in a positive way. I know kids like me can be hard to be around sometimes, but please give kids like me a chance. You never know when you will find a true friend. Don't give up when you feel you have no hope and can't go on. There is always hope. Everyone, just be yourself. We are all awesome in our own ways. Your friend, Captain Spectrum, Christopher Miller. Together we can stop bullying.
All right, and with that, now that you've had a chance to learn more about Christopher and the scholarship, I'm honored to announce this year's scholarship recipients will be Ariana, Michaela, and Andrew. Thank you all for supporting the scholarship.
There was one more treasure find that I found going through Christopher's accounts and things. There's a video that I found that I felt would be appropriate to play for all of you tonight. A message from Chris to you.
Hey, don't just go past me talking to you. I want you to know that you are very appreciated today and I love you. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. Also, click that subscribe button right there. Hey, don't just go past